Hey guys, James here, how's it going? I'm doing a video response to other 4815's video, How to Get Rid of AIDS. And yeah, this is going to be my second video for today. I welcome you to check out my first video, which is 6 questions for creationists. And first of all, I'd just like to apologise for the noise in the background at the moment. I'm doing my washing at the moment, so you're just going to have to put up with it. Whitney, I think you're a good kid and I think you've got a good heart, but you are wrong on so many things. But for the most part, I do agree with a lot of what you're saying in this video. Clearly, if you're having sex with less people, you are less likely to get AIDS. And I'm glad you also mentioned the fact that if you've got AIDS now, then this isn't going to help you and it's not going to get rid of it. And also that AIDS can be contracted in other ways, such as needle sharing. And yes, I think heroin is one of the most despicable drugs on the planet. Okay, so the first point I disagree with you with is you saying that AIDS started among homosexuals during the 80s. Now, I haven't seen any evidence to support this, and the only time I ever hear this theory is from people who are very anti-homosexuality. There are other theories, such as it coming from monkeys to humans, which I think is ridiculous, and it coming from a lab, which I think is possible but unlikely. I know you're going to disagree with me on this, but I think it's just a recently evolved virus. Also, the idea that God created the disease to get rid of homosexuals, I think's pretty disgusting. I mean, you know, AIDS can transfer to heterosexuals as well, and it's killing millions of people throughout the world. You know, surely God, being infinitely powerful, if he existed, would be able to have more of a targeted approach to getting rid of people he morally objected to. And yes, clearly living a Christian life as you see it from your perspective would decrease the rate of AIDS. But, you know, that doesn't tell the whole story, and preaching that doesn't work in the real world. In places in America where they teach abstinence-only education, it's actually shown to increase the rate of teenage pregnancy and increase the rate of STDs. This is because you know, the urge to reproduce is a deeply ingrained psychological instinct, which is very, very hard to fight. Kids need to be taught about contraception. And, you know, I think that it's a far better scare tactic to show people how easy it is to contract STDs through simulation and talking to people who've caught STDs and that kind of thing. And also, it's observably true. Briefly going back to the subject of homosexuality, I mean, I'm a straight guy, but you know, I don't think it's a sin. People should be able to be with whoever they want to be, and I know we're never going to see eye to eye on this topic, but I thought I'd bring it up again briefly. And it is also a very unfortunate fact that AIDS rates among homosexuals is higher than among the straight population. And, you know, I don't think this has anything to do with God's intervention. Basically, there's 2 reasons why people use contraception. First reason is that it prevents pregnancy. And the second reason is that it lowers your risk of catching an STD. Now, most homosexuals do take very good care of, you know, using condoms and that kind of thing. But they have they don't have the risk of pregnancy, so I would guess that it is a slightly lower priority for a lot of them. Another thing I think you're wrong about is, you seem to think that atheists, think that they can just have sex whenever they want and with who they want and do whatever they want, which isn't true. We live in the real world and we understand the risks of pregnancy and STDs. And whilst, I don't think that sex is a sin, if I have sex, then I take very good care to not get someone pregnant and catch STDs. Also, some of the YouTube atheists, such as myself and Lacey Green, actually have done videos about safe sex and contraception. And in some branches of Christianity, I think that that's something which is sadly lacking. And yes, as I've said, living the way you claim to do will reduce the risk of you catching AIDS. But on the flip side, religion can actually have an extremely negative effect as well. Many Catholics, for example, generally don't approve of contraception, such as condoms. And, I think that the Pope going to Africa, which is the most AIDS-ridden continent in the world, and then condemning the use of condoms is just utterly irresponsible and downright dangerous. There's a lot of superstitions over there regarding AIDS. And, to then go over there and say that condoms are evil is disgusting. There's people who believe that if you put on a condom over there, that you're going to catch AIDS. And there's even people who think that if you have sex with a virgin, that's going to cure AIDS. This is just pure superstition, which is actually extremely detrimental to people's sexual health. So that's just my thoughts on the subject. I very much welcome a reply or either a video response or something in the comment section. And I'd love you to check out my other video, the 6 questions for creationists, and do a video response to that. So thanks for watching, Whitney, and take care. See ya.